you can probably tell, it's kind of echoey in here. So, I haven't made a video in a little bit about this situation because it's been a very weird past week. It's like time just like stood still. Nothing happened. Sorry, just make sure like it wasn't having someone watch me. But anyways, ex-roommate's almost completely moved out finally. Just a last like maybe 2 or 3 carfuls of stuff and she's out finally. Don't know what's happening with the potential roommate situation because he teaches and he just went virtual again unfortunately, and he seems to be kind of like trying to figure out how to rework his entire semester to figure out what's gonna work, because I think he works with like younger kids and it's really hard to teach at a younger age that way. But yeah, so I'm checked in with him, haven't heard back, but like I said, he's like super busy. He's like making tons of Facebook ads about like just trying to figure out everything and get caught up on so many different school related things, because like when he gets shifted randomly, it doesn't really help. Well yeah, let me like show you guys the room real quick. So, as you see, this is what's left. Although, this is like a 63-inch TV. I don't know how it's gonna fit in a car super safely, but you know, you do you. You do what you wanna do. Also, obviously, the big cuboid, so that's mine. So that's Stan. Shelves, the top 2 right here, these 2 are mine. And then here's my old TV stand. I don't know if this was ever in a vlog or anything, but this is mine. She didn't want it anymore, I guess. So I'm probably gonna give it to a friend because I did buy a new one. I'll just like flip this back up to me. But yeah, I bought like a whole like matching cheapo furniture set. Like this is not like a cheapo TV stand. I think it was like honestly $200 or something. It was from Walmart. My mom got it like, oh geez, I think like 8 years ago. 8 or no, maybe it was more than that. Actually, I think it was like 9. Yeah, it was like 9 years ago. She got on a Black Friday because one Black Friday, my mom wanted to go Black Friday shopping, and I went with her for moral support. And she bought a giant TV, like a flat screen TV, and then this stand. Because before she got the TV, we had like one of the big tube TVs still from like 2004. So she got this like, yeah, it was like 2012 I think when we did it. So I mean, 8-year run's pretty good for a tube TV, just saying. But then when we moved in 2013, 2 years before I started YouTube, my parents decided to just mount the TV, and then I took the TV stand from my bedroom, well, my entertainment room, which is the guest room. I converted into like a computer/gaming room for myself, which then I gave it up in like 2017 or something. So it's just like I want everything in one room because I bought it. Yeah, it was, or maybe it was 2016. This is when I bought a TV for myself. 2016 I gave it up because I just want everything in one room because I didn't like having all these things. It was too much stuff and I was cluttering. But yeah, so I'll probably give this to a friend, or I might just put it out on the street and put like free. Like I don't want it, and there's no reason that someone else can't have it who can make great use of it. But once this whole thing is sorted, I'm gonna do a whole video of me just like cleaning up this living room, cleaning the windows, because you can probably see, or maybe not because it's kind of like blown out, but like the windows are disgusting. I think I might open them up tonight and just do a quick like wipe on the outside. I think I might do that. That might not be a bad idea. They're really gross. Or I might not, because I'm just gonna cover them, because I really like they're covered in like spider webs, so I can clean the inside. Outside, not so much, but we'll figure that out. But right now I am cooking pizza. The oven went off like a couple minutes ago. You heard it beeping probably if I didn't edit that out. I just thought I'd do like a quick check-in. Y'all wanna watch me make pizza? I think I have a food vlog I'm still editing that probably isn't up yet. I tried to do like a week of food vlogging, like making my food, but that didn't go so well. Still gonna post it. And then I might retry it once this ex-roommate is fully moved out, because she interrupted it like 3 times. And it's just like really weird because part of her reasoning for certain things was I always eat dinner at the same time, like not me but her. But then she was like moving during that time, so it was just another one of those lies that she got caught up in. I just like didn't even like acknowledge it. But yeah, let me go set up in the kitchen and reset my ISO. And also the color balance, because, or white balance rather, because it's set for daylight, because I'm in daylight, but my kitchen is hecka LED warm light, so hold on. Okay, I don't know how in frame my head is, but we're gonna just roll with it. So I have a big messy container, so let me like move this big one over here. But first up is my dough. I don't think I've made a video on this, but this is King Arthur's crispy cheese pizza dough, which is meant to go into a cast iron skillet. So you have like a deep dish type pizza, but I'm just making like a regular pizza because that's just what I want. I did actually put this in half, so this is half of a full batch. The other half I keep in the fridge, and I'm gonna turn into like breadsticks for later in the week, because this dough is really, really versatile, and it is. It's not an enriched dough, which is like great because it's super easy to make, but it does mean it needs some help browning in the oven sometimes. So, you know. All right, so I'm gonna like actually put it out right here on the put it out. Yeah, we're just gonna put it out. I'm gonna flatten it out on the actual pie pan. I'm just putting some cornmeal down just because I want that underneath for a little bit of a crunch. Ooh. Sorry, I have like some butter for the crust over here because I want to like flavor the crust up. I also help the browning. I'm melting it by using the vents of the oven. So when it's heating, there's obviously like little vents, at least on mine, underneath where all the controls are, and it just vents out heat. So I use it to melt butter, so I don't have to waste a pan. I'm weird, thank you. Alright, so I'm gonna take a little bit of bread flour, because that's what this dough uses, just so I can like touch it. But otherwise it's like so sticky. Alright, that should do it. I'm just gonna put it down. I'm gonna put like a crazy amount, but enough that I can like start just moving it. So this has been sitting out for about like 2.5 hours. I think the recipe tells you for like 3 or 4 use, but I haven't had much of an issue, just like 2.5-ish. Also, I'm just hungry. I'm not waiting 3 hours to do this. I just get like a little sticky, just like obviously put a lot of flour onto it. Because it's gonna get a bit sticky as it absorbs the dough. Absorbs the flour. So I'm not using a ton. I don't want a super thick pizza, I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be more of a thin, crusty boy, but this dough does actually rise a pretty considerable amount. So if you use like a full batch, you're gonna get a good sized pizza, honestly. But I'm making more of just a personal pizza. I don't need tons and tons of stuff. Like tons and tons of dough and crust and all that jazz. But keep in mind, like this will spring back a little, and that's okay if it does. Just let it rest. But I think this will stretch out enough for what I want, anyways. I'm not like super worried about that. Hear noise and hope it's not my ex-roommate coming back for more stuff. All right. So I am a jarred sauce kind of person because I'm too lazy to make my own sauce, even though it's like super, super easy. Do what you want. So for the recipe, I never follow it. Oh, cheese clump. I do have freshly grated cheese, so it's gonna clump together. It just tastes better. Also, like cornstarch, I don't really want that all over the cheese. It makes it melt weird. So the recipe tells you to put a layer of cheese down first, so that way the sauce doesn't like cause the crust to weigh down. I never do that, but I'm gonna try that just to see what will happen. Because I have like a lot of cheese, honestly, and I'm just genuinely curious. Like you're supposed to dollop the cheese in the sauce anyways, but I don't dollop. I'm not a dolloper for cheese. It does not entice me to dollop my cheese. Or dollop my sauce. Yes, dollop the cheese. Just like dollop. Okay, that didn't work out as well as I thought it would because it's like super clumped up. But I'm gonna put a little bit of cheese down, and I'm gonna put sauce over that. But like, I don't really care. Also, it might help the sauce stick a little better anyways, because sometimes the cheese will fall off and then the sauce just falls along with the cheese and you're like, I don't like that. I'll put like a couple tablespoons of this. Oh yeah, this is not really good. Who cares? I never do this, so this should be interesting anyways. Alright, so I'm gonna first put some of our terrible store-graded Parmesan. Like, I want this cheesy. Alright. I just find it adds a nice saltiness, so that's why I want it there. Also, garlic. Need a lot of garlic. This sauce has garlic, but it's just not enough for me. Let's put some pepper down. Alright, and then this can stay for the top. Alright, let's go ahead and figure out our cheese here. That is kind of clumping a little bit because, you know, cornstarch stops it from clumping. But, like, I don't really care. Freshly grated cheese is always better than the store-bought shredded cheese or whatever. Alright, my butter is like, it's melted but still retaining its color. Like, it's not like melted on the stovetop melted. Like, I don't know how close I can get with this, but it's like, it's still like kind of gloppy, which is how I want it. So we're going to add seasonings here. First off, lots of garlic powder. Because I want to have a garlic crust. That's what I want. Alright, a little bit of pepper. Probably a lot of pepper. And I'm gonna throw in, oh, my ear is itchy. Throw in some Italian seasoning. You can really do whatever you want, it's just, this is what I want. I think that should be good. This Italian seasoning goes a long way. I'm just gonna mix it in. Get all pretty. So I'm gonna put this on, before I put it in the oven. I'm probably gonna put it on during the bake. I'll take it out, slather it on real quick, and then I might do it again at the very end. Just because I want this like soaked in, glistening. I want garlic crust. I want fake Dominoes in my mouth. So this will taste better because like it's homemade, kind of. It's semi-homemade. Hi, I'm Sandra Lee, and welcome to Semi-Homemade. God, the childhood has trauma. All right, I'm gonna base this on because I want this to brown in the oven. That's the other part. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Okay. But yes, I want this to brown in the oven. Because this is going in... Oh, I did 425. I need 475. Okay, fix the brown. 475. Because we want this very high in temp. Because you want this crust to brown, you want it to bake, you want the cheese to get melted, and you want to obviously like get nice and crispy and browned and all that jazz. You don't want weird stringy cheese moment, I guess you could say. I don't know how to phrase that. I'm like trying to butter this and it's like, nah dog, there's cheese in the way because you were dumb. Tried to do the thing that they wanted and you're like, no, it does not work though. Although cheese in the crust isn't a bad thing because then you get just like this crispy cheesy crust and then you'll be fine with me. I ain't fine with crispy cheesy crust. Alright, I'm gonna move this out of the way. I'm gonna put these away, hold on. This is the problem with the experiment moving out, is they leave the door open and flies get in. Oh, no, this is a little salt on top, I feel like. Not a lot, just a little. Maybe on the crust a little bit too, because like, you know. There we go. Did I put salt in the butter? I don't think I did. It's fine. Alright, so I'm gonna pop this into the oven for, I think, up to 15 minutes. Just basically until the crust is nice and browned and the cheese is, well, browned. Depending on your oven, you might want to rotate this halfway through because my oven is way hotter in the back than the front, so it browns more in the back than the front, so I tend to rotate it because of that. But a lot easier when it's just round. Alright, so we'll see when this is done. Alright guys, this thing took about, I think it did 13 minutes, and this is the end result. I'm gonna try not to burn myself. But there it is. It's beautiful, it's crispy. It's definitely greasy from all the cheese, but that's gonna make it so good. I did rotate this about halfway through, so about like 6 minutes or so I did rotate it. I was gonna butter it at that point, but the crust was like super sizzly before the butter was already on there. So I just left it and it got this beautiful golden brown. I did butter it straight out of the oven though, which is why if you're looking, you can probably see like just like an outline of where it like scorched some butter. I'm so excited for this. I am going to cut it on this bad boy. I'm also gonna eat it off of this because it's like, why not? I need to get some new ones because like my ex-roommate like destroyed this thing. I don't know how you can see that, but there's like gashes all in there because she did not know how to use this very well. Like, girl, I mean, this is like $5, I think. It's just bamboo, but you can see it's like, it's pretty worn. It's like, it's very light, pretty scratched up, so it's lived a life already. All right, let's cut this. I would use scissors, but like, these are not very good anymore. So I don't trust myself to try cutting pizza with them. So we are just gonna, whatever that terminology is. All right, let me like, try to, this fly, go away, my pizza. All right, can I like gently kind of, that garlic and herb butter I put on there, A+. All right, let's move this out of the way. All right, like, can I like, oh yeah, hold on, let me like see if I can get this close so you guys can see underneath. But like, that's gorgeous, like it's hollow, which is good. Oh girl, I'm gonna have to salt the heck out of this board. It is greasy. I'm gonna hurt myself one day doing this. You know what, since it's like a river just flowing right here, I'm just gonna cut it right there. Ooh, you hear that crunch. If you don't hear that crunch, I'm so sorry. The aftertaste of this butter is just, yes! Alright, we gotta be fancy. We gotta put a little parsley on top, because it's what you do, right? Put some fresh greenery on top, so it's like, here's some color. Should probably take like a picture of this. I think I will. Hold on. Let's make. There we go. Okay, we're at pockets on this side. I'm like so excited for this right now. Am I gonna burn myself for YouTube? Yeah. Like, look at that crust in the bottom. Like, you can kind of see it. Like, hello. Oh, look at the side. Look at the bubble, the air bubble there. Like, girl, this is a pizza. Mm. Oh my god. Some of the butter got underneath the crust. So you have like the crunch from the cornmeal, but you get that butteriness like underneath and kind of like really cook the crust. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Alright, let me try the crust itself. Oh my god. I'm sorry, that's so good. I think I can add. I want a little bit of salt on top. I was just careful because like I put the parm underneath. This needs just a wee bit of salt. Just to pull it all together. Alright. Let me try it now with a little extra salt. Yeah. Oh yeah, that made a big difference. This is so good.
Like, this is definitely different than like ordering pizza out, because I'm pretty sure most pizza places are probably gonna use more of an enriched dough. This is not an enriched dough, but that's fine. I'm fine with that. Alright. Enough of my chewing. I'm gonna go finish my pizza, and I will see you guys at some point. Alright, bye!